big storm, kind of like it was black. Rain and just dirt. It just got so black. This is a one-eye morning. It is nice and sunny here. I am in Newark, New Jersey. I dropped in, where the heck did I drop? I dropped at that Home Depot. I forgot what city. Oh, Kispy. Anyway, I got unloaded about 6:30 and 7 o'clock this morning, they gave me this load to drive up here to the harbor in Newark. We're going to Colorado. I'm not sure. I'm gonna try and film in here. I'm not sure what's going on. I've never been here. Bear with me on this. Yeah, bear with me. I'm gonna walk over there, get checked in, and figure out what's going on. I'm telling you, I've had great luck with weather. I wish I'd stopped talking about it. Woo! What a zoo. These guys are super nice. Anyway, here's our load. I have no idea what it is. Some kind of structure, obviously. It's only 15,000 pounds. I gotta tarp it. I got my blue tarps up there. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my 2 blue tarps, drop there, just put my blue tarps on these 2 sections because I can put a drop right there, and then I'm just gonna do a black tarp right there. Call it good, I think. It might be overkill, but I think that'd be the easiest way to do it. I'm gonna try and get to our Masry terminal. It's a little less than 400 miles away. All I need really is about 5 hours, 6 hours at the most, at the max. Right now on my clock, I've got 9 hours and 40 minutes left on my drive. In 8 more minutes, I'll be breaking into my 14. Well, my 14 will be breaking into my drive, I should say, in 8 minutes. I don't care. This shouldn't take me 3 hours to do. I should be able to get out here in the next hour. It's really windy, so hour and a half. All right, let's get this going. This is one of those tarp jobs that looks better standing still. Man, it just keeps coming apart on me. Anyway, we're doing our 50-mile load check, tire check. It's all puffy. Fix that. Oh. Well, we're in Mifflinville, Pennsylvania. We're gonna get fuel. We got about 240 miles to get to Masry, get to our terminal. That's my goal tonight. Get there, get a shower, and shut down. So anyway, let me get some fuel. I think I put about 10 more bungees on this thing since I've been driving. There's another milk driver picking up. He was not happy. He came over. He's like, I called my DM. We still got to tarp it. I was like, I didn't call my DM. I know I have to tarp it. I don't know that it changes if you call to complain about the thing. Anyway, this thing is riding, it's riding pretty good. To be honest with you, I think he loaded me wrong, but it's light, so I'm not too worried about it. That's center right there. I think this one should have been split. This should have been farther that way, and then we'd been right here. So it's a little bouncy on the back end. It's fine. in Morris, Illinois at this TA, doing our fuel stop. We've gone 444 miles for the day so far. Got another 3 hours that I'd like to put in. See that bungee right there? I don't feel like climbing up there and getting it. It's been that way for 500 miles, so I'm leaving it there. But driving, it looks like crap. See, it kind of moved back a little bit, so I've got this puff right here that I don't like. So in the mirror, it's doing this. We made it to Brooklyn, Iowa. We did 662 miles to get here today. I'd like to get at least 600 in tomorrow. We shut down at 6:30 tonight, so can't start running until 4:30 in the morning. I don't know if I'll start running at 4:30, we'll see. I want to take a shower. It's kind of cold out there. I tell you, in the wintertime, you kind of hate to go out there, take a shower, just kind of hate to go in the cold. It's not freezing or anything like that. There's no snow on the ground. Sometimes you're just a wuss. Tonight, I'm just kind of a wuss. Anyway, you guys have a good night, and I'll see you in the morning. We're over here at the Petro in Newark, Nebraska. I just fueled up, and we're over here at the Blue Beacon, which is right in here, and we're gonna get the truck and trailer washed. So I got a story of this Petro. It was back in May. I was going east. This was where I was going to shut down for the night. And it was probably about 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It was still light out and everything. And man, there was just a big storm kind of like brewing as I was getting to this spot. So I hurried up, and as I was backing into a spot, all of a sudden just rain and just dirt just started blowing on the passenger side. And as I was backing in the spot, it just got so black, I couldn't even see the back end. So I didn't even know if I was all the way into the spot. And I was looking in front of me, and all of a sudden I see this one semi just make this quick U-turn and back in over there. And then the next thing I see is nothing. It is just black, and dirt is just coming by, and all I can hear is just rocks just pelting the side of my truck, and the truck is just rocking. So as I'm sitting here just looking straight ahead at the storm, I look over at the truck semi right next to me, and his top bunk window up there is all busted out. And I go, wow, I was just amazed. Wow, his window got busted out. And I'm looking at it, and I was like, oh, mine doesn't seem to be busted. And I look back, and my curtain for the low window on mine is just blowing straight up like this. And I was like, holy. So I go back there, and the window, the part that opens and closes, is just busted out. And there's nothing but dirt and water all over my bed and everything. Luckily, I had a cardboard box in there. I quickly cut the box up and duct taped it over the window from the inside. Once the storm came by, then I realized that I was still sticking out in the road. So I got out, and I looked, dried up the window and everything, and I just put layers of duct tape. So I went inside, washed all my sheets, cleaned up the back end of my truck, and I drove for about a week with that window like that. And I ended up in Tulsa. Luckily, Milton had a wrecked truck down the street. I don't know where they keep their wrecked trucks or whatever. So they sent a mechanic down there. He just took the whole door, whole unit, took mine off, put that one on, and I was done in an hour. Couldn't believe it. So I want to talk about whether you should call your DM and tell them that this is not a load that should be tarped. Let me just say this. I have called in the past to say, why am I tarping this? But I'm not saying that driver he didn't do anything that all of us haven't done at one point. And a lot of it probably happens from a little bit of frustration at that time. He may have been out on the road for a long time. Heck, he's probably been in the snow maybe. Maybe he's been shut down. Maybe he's getting ready to go on home time. He's probably a little more frustrated, right? He looks at that load and like, I'm not tarping that load. His frustration is he calls and talks to his DM, and DM talks him off the cliff, and he goes out and tarps it. I'm not trying to bash that driver. We all do it. We all have that load that you look at and you're like, I don't want to tarp that. It's the stupidest thing. Why am I tarping that? Okay, we all have that moment. This just wasn't the load that made me go, why am I tarping this? It was the load that made him go, why am I tarping it, right? Just understand, you're going to go somewhere and look at it, can't believe that you're tarping it, know what it's going to do to your tarps, you know what a pain in the butt it's going to be, and in the end of it, you end up tarping it.